military. I think that's what, because you have to understand the definition of war. War is when one group of rich people decides to send their poor people's kids to kill another group of poor people's kids till one of the rich people says uncle. That's war. That's what it's always been.
Right.
You have to ask yourself, I say the same thing. I told all my sons, if I found out you were going to enlist in the military, I'm going to shoot you in the foot myself. There is nothing the American military can teach you that I cannot. I did that. You have to do better than me. I don't put you here to do as well as me. If you do only as well as me as my child, either one or both of us have failed.
Yeah,
we failed.
No doubt. I gotta correct something real quick. I looked that up too, Ratchet City. Let me correct you, Juan. George W. Bush Sr. was not a prisoner of war. His plane, according to this story, his plane was shot down during World War II, and then he was rescued. He was floating for a long time, and then he was rescued by a U.S. submarine. So he was not a prisoner of war, but his plane was shot down during World War II. Okay, so
yeah, that's what I said. That was John McCain. He got doggone.
Hold on, Leonard. Hold on. Thank you, Leonard Roy. Let me just correct that for the integrity of my show. I looked it up while y'all was talking, and I came to the same understanding that Ratchet City has. Shout out to Ratchet City. All right. Shout out to Amanaz. She said, "Yeah, stay out the military. Y'all better than that." Shout out to Amanaz. Okay. Let me see who's in the back. Kelly. Okay, Cali Bev is putting that back. Thank you, Cali Bev. I appreciate you. Cali Bev. All right, go ahead, family. Y'all can continue. I just want to make sure.
The military was a better deal back in the day than it is now. Not even close.
I would disagree.
Now, for that, he's correct. Because they don't have a pension anymore. There's no pension anymore. That ended in 2018.
There's no more military pension?
No more pension. Used to be you could do 20 years,
and
whatever your rank was upon your exit, half of your salary was your pension for the rest of your life. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, wow.
So now I suggest to anyone young, if you're going to take the military route, only take it to do 3 years to get all of your college entitlements and scatter ass.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I just I just finessed the system. But here's the thing too though, right? Like when oh man, she just triggering y'all. Like that's another thing too. It's like it's just it's troll politics. It's like, okay, you talking about you getting emotional. It's like, are you mad? You mad that I'm talking about? That's like real concrete, tangible things she's saying. Like, okay, do we understand that the conditions of Black people in America is messed up? Yeah, of course. I mean, we can all, do we all agree with that? I think so. Do we want that? No. So I don't understand how does that push us forward?
Could you repeat that? We all agree what now?
That the material conditions of the Black community is not what it should be.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And none of us want it to be that way either. I think we all can agree on that. So
yeah, that's true.
Just point. You know what I'm saying? So pointing it out in that manner.
I heard parroting that it don't move the needle none.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's like if I somebody's fat, you a fat nigga, you fat nigga, and it's like, okay, man, if that's all you're gonna do, you ain't gonna have a diet plan, get them a scale to measure their food, work. I mean, if you're not putting forth any plan, then it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. And the reason why I said she was grifting, you don't have to people. She's grifting for white people, white racist people, who think Black people are subpar. So I mean that's my problem with it, right? Like I don't think Jason Whitlock, Brandon.
Wait. I don't. But hold on. This is the thing. I don't think that she's presenting Black folks as subpar. I think that she's presenting Black folks as capable, as well-being, and as able to be intellectual equals or superior. Like so, I don't think that she's I don't think that she's. Let me play this clip. Then. Hold on, real quick. So I don't see that. What is the clip? What is the clip from? Shout out to King Shenard. What's going on, King Shenard? King Shenard said, cantaloupe. Wait, can top Dance Owens. Okay, whatever that
Somebody,
means.
the clip from somebody else I don't necessarily agree with, but they clipped it. It was from the Young Turks with her interview with Tucker Carlson when she was
A
speaking
liberal,
on.
a liberal outlet.
Yo, will I get flagged? Will I get flagged for playing this, y'all? Will I get flagged for playing Tucker Carlson?
No, you should.
I have no
No, you
idea.
I don't know, bro.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you should be straight.
You should be
It's fair
straight.
use.
A lot of people use
Fair use. All
Fair
right,
use.
fair use. I got
Because they,
that.
One thing I always say,
they put
Tucker,
it up.
is that the
So
left can pull a racist narrative from thin air where it doesn't exist. But when it actually is in their face, they try to avoid it at all costs, especially when the perpetrator is a black person against another white person, which obviously happens more often in this country, given the fact that black Americans are the most murderous group in America by rate.
Okay, he said don't play.
To say.
Yeah, that's dude. That's dude that did the. Yeah, man. I stay away from that clip.
Hold on. Okay, he said don't
How
play.
come you can't play the audio?
You can play. You can play it, man.
Hold on.
I won't play it.
Hold on. April Kojak 3 and 3, the great he be moderating in these spaces, and so I trust his opinion. All right, he said if he say don't play, it's probably for a good reason. I'll be honest with you. Someone got a lot of he said, YouTube doesn't give a F about fair use. Yeah, they really don't.
Bro, that is not true, bro. It is
no. Hold on, Juan Solo. This is a fact. They don't give a F about fair use because I've had plenty of videos that I put fair use on that for a fact they have flagged and they have given me copyright strikes on. Like, so that's something that I know for a fact from experience. So
was those clips that you played, were they backed by an organization or something like that? Were they backed by like a media company or something?
I mean, what do you mean? I don't know. Like, go ahead.
Because lots of people, especially like a lot of people who are like in the conservative space and the liberal spaces, they use other people's content just like these interviews, and they make videos off of those.
But you know, Breakfast Club uses people's information all the time, but Breakfast Club will flag you in a heartbeat.
Exactly, but that's because they're backed by a media corporation.
Okay.
Hold on. Someone got a lot of feedback and it's very annoying.
It's not me.
I don't know who it is. Someone got a lot of feedback. It's very annoying. Please get it right.
Me?
Nah, I don't know. It's not you. Go ahead. Whoever it was muted. Go ahead. Uncle Jeff, go ahead. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff. Okay, I don't think it was you, but okay. Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. It's you could have used that, but we already seen enough of it. You only really need the 10 seconds of it. You know, she basically was just stating facts that are recorded by several statistic websites and organizations. You can go to the CDC, you can go to the White House, and you can get these numbers. When she was speaking and pertaining, right, that dude right there had actually deleted a bunch of people with a car. And then when he got into court, he was basically saying that they were the ones who were the racist ones.
Yeah, that was the dude that Jay Prince was standing up for, right?
He probably was. I don't listen.
What was that dude name? That was the dude out of Milwaukee, right? Was that who that was? The dude out of Milwaukee?
Was it Milwaukee
from Kenosha, Kenosha.
Oh,
that was the same guy, Darrell Brooks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Jay Prince was talking about it.
Yeah, I just remember her rhetoric on that. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. You married a white dude.
I think the problem is we don't leave room for both to be accurate. Okay. That nigga was crazy. The courts are racist. Most of us don't know racists. We use the word racist grossly ineffective. And black people and black men on this panel from this day forward, you are not allowed to do that. It's an evil trick to mix bigotry with racism. Racism has nothing to do with how somebody feel about you or what they say.
Right, systematic.
It is, yes. Racism is when the freeway system was put into this country, the interstates. They all follow the same plot lines of black businesses and black bought homes.
Right.
That's racism. Calling you a nigga is bigotry.
You cooking on that one.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. That's a fact.
That's big facts. That's 100%
That's a fact.
fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Racism is not, there you go. Racism is not attitude. It is a team sport policy.
Right. Systematic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
And
true.
did you notice?
It's
and
when
did you-
people
and did-
it's when people use their prejudice or their bigotry as a systematic oppression to oppress another people. That's what racism is.
Almost.
Yeah, as weapons to disperse resources.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's how
You have the authority to tell somebody where they can't live, and you won't lend them money even if they fit the criteria to live in a particular area. That's racism.
That's
See,
racism.
racism consists of power. Bigotry is opinion based. Racism has power, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Right,
It's the same thing Dr. Claude Anderson has been discussing for years.
Shout
and
out to Dr. Claude Anderson.
It's one of those things that niggas like to high hurdle. They love talking about reverse racism. No such thing. They
Right.
love talking about how the police are racist. No such thing. They love talking about racism in some wounded.
Well, the police can be a part of a racist regime. That's absolutely. Police can be the enforcers of racism.
Absolutely.
The right hand of racism.
That doesn't make them racist. That makes them active, militia-laden bigots. They are active, armed bigots. They are the attack dog of the racists.
Of the racist, right?
Yeah, but they are. But
And
even
with
to
police officers-
your definition.
One mic.
But to your definition, though, that it would be racist, though, because I mean they're a part of the system.
System, right?
Like,
No,
but
that's
if,
not
if I
true.
may,
Wait, hold on, real quick. Hold on, Leonard. Let Uncle Jeff finish, and you can get in there. Go ahead. Uncle
That
Jeff.
is not true. Because my dog is vicious does not mean that my dog is makes the policy of the objectives on who I get him to bite. My dog is just vicious. The police, watch the movies. When you watch a movie and you see a black tie affair, watch any Batman movie, any movie where the police are invited to a black tie affair, everybody got on tuxedos. What the police officer got on? His fucking uniform. Do you know why? Because he's a janitor. He is a janitor. His job has always been to protect and serve commerce and keep the unwashed from the rich. This is why the rich don't sweat the popo. They don't have to. The police are for you, not them.
Well, I got a question.
And
Jeff.
hold on. You know how I know that's true? Because if you ever done an event and you hired the police for that event, you ain't got to worry about them. You hired them.
but
Right.
the thing is this.
He talking the same thing. It's the same concept.
Yeah, see, I come from a Chicago police officer family, and they told me our job is to protect the property and the businesses.
That's
And that's it. It's not our job to fight crime.
No.
That's not in the rule book. It's not in the rule book. Crime fighting. The police are not for crime fighting. The police are set up to protect the property and the businesses in whatever area they patrol. You're not
That's
crime
why
fighting.
That's why you can drive around in an apartment complex in Georgia. You can drive around with no license, no insurance in an apartment complex, and the police can't come in there and give you a ticket. But as soon as you step out on the street, public property, they will give you a ticket.
Yeah, if you can have a collision within an apartment complex, the police can't even give either driver a ticket. Yep. They say, yeah, let your insurance company work it out, because they are the military arm of the establishment to protect the interests and the property of the establishment.
Wait, so I had a question for the fellas. Would y'all agree that there are some groups of officers that are racist?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm only asking that because of
No, that's for sure. You can look at
I'm only asking
Mississippi.
that. I'm only asking that because of the situation that's going on in Mississippi. I don't know if y'all know about that.
I was just about to bring that up, Trucker. I was you mouth.
What's going on? What part of Mississippi and what's going on?
The people
Jackson,
they're
Mississippi,
finding. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Yeah, that's my home state. That so they had a police unit called Goon. It was like a gang of white boys, and they were torturing. They tortured 2 black men in Mississippi, and they also had like a gang of other infractions and police brutality type charges put on them. And they just now getting. I think the leader got 17 years, and I think they
Good.
sentencing the rest of them. There should be more,
Or
but
it definitely should be more because
Could you, gentlemen,
Los Angeles, they already established that they had. But real quick, they already established that LA had gangs within the police department. So to your point, yes, police officers.
so I'm and then and to
absolutely
add to
not.
your point,
Gentlemen,
Wait, hold on, y'all.
hold on.
Hold on. Let Trucker
At-
finish real quick. Hold on. Let Trucker finish real quick, and then I'll let y'all
And-
get in there. Go ahead, Trucker.
And to add to that, one of the things that they was doing that I mentioned before is that the people was going missing. So when they finally decided to check where the hell is these people starting to go, they found the bodies and behind the building with numbers on them.
Talking about the
And
prison,
then
in the prison.
no,
seen
at the facility, the
It was
police facility.
it
It was
was
at the
behind
jail.
the
It
jail.
was at the prison.
behind.
It was
Yeah,
behind the jail. Yeah, at the prison.
It
I
was
saw
behind the
that.
behind
jailhouse.
there, and then people
Yes,
had
behind
to
the jailhouse,
pay.
yeah.
They had to literally pay them
To
to come
exhume
get
the
their
bodies.
kids.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
exhume the
so that's
bodies.
why I was like,
saw that.
"What?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
That's in Jackson. That was in Jackson.
could anybody tell me which one of those Mississippi officers sits on either the Mississippi Chamber of Commerce, the Mississippi Senate, Mississippi mayors? Those are your racists. You don't know a racist police officer. Trucker, I give these words no power. If you should witness a truck driver pulled over and beat to death by 3 police officers, I submit to you that none of them are racist, because if they were racist, they wouldn't have their ass out there pulling over trucks. They are bigots. Pretty please with sugar on top, lose people. This fantasy we have, this romance we have with that ugly fucking word. Let's use it properly. It's about policy. The angry white motherfuckers that don't like you are ignorant, violent, murdering bigots. They're bigots. The police are dogs with guns. Stop calling them racists. They are not.
Well, I mean, if they're a part of the racist establishment, I'm gonna call them racist.
No, you can't. You make a mistake when you do that.
Well, the thing is this: if the act,
we part of the same system too. We just in a bad part of it, but we still part of that same system. That's why I agree when he said that just being part of that system doesn't make you in on the in crowd.
But we're not being
if
paid
the act
to enforce
itself is considered a racist act,
yes.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Let him finish. Hold on, y'all. Let Leonard finish, yo. One at a time, y'all. Please, brothers. Go ahead, Leonard.
Now, if the behavior of these few, like the Emmett Till people that did that to Emmett Till, if their actions under the color of law is considered to be a racist act due to the color of a person's skin, then yes, indeed, it is racist because it's documented their ass. Just like I told someone, I said, if I was to run down the street with a little bitty mini little ball bat, the ones they used to give kids at the baseball field, if I was to whack an Asian, I could be convicted of a hate crime. If I whack one of those LGBT dudes, that would be considered a crime against, the right? But if I run down and just hit a brother upside the head that's standing outside a gas station, that's just regular ass crime, ain't it?
But hold on, you proved their point though, because if you prove their point, because again, that's true. There are no hate crimes. There are no hate crimes against black men. So there you have it. You just proved their point.
Exactly.
But you proved their point though. That's what I'm saying. So hold on, real quick. You proved their point. I'm talking about black men specifically. I'm not talking about black men a part of no other group. I'm talking about black men as a whole. There's no hate crime against deleted black men. There's not one. Hey, shout out to hold on real quick. Shout out to Car Concierge Goon Squad. Someone please mute if you're not talking. Everybody mute if you're not talking. Someone got feedback. It's horrible. Yo, shout out to Let Me Put the Tip in. 40 years they gave him. Okay. And also shout out to Almanaz. She said they are a tool that isn't hard to understand. Big Thomas said L Gibbet is I'm still in that. Okay, go ahead, family. What do you want to say?
What I said.
Hold on. It was Lou's turn.
Right.
Go ahead, Lou. And then Uncle Jeff. Go ahead, Lou. What were you saying?
No, to be honest, I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be a non-starter. So I'll just go ahead and give it to Leonard. It don't matter. Go ahead.
Well, it's Jeff. It's Jeff actually.
Or Jeff.
Can I go after Jeff?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
Fellas, I love you again. But what you just brought up was policy. The fact that there are no hate crimes that cover us is not emotion. That's policy made by racists. Racism again, and then I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you keep it. You can keep it. I'm gonna quit trying to drive this point home. The problem with the way you use racism is that true racists will always be able to fuck you over because you think you can vote your way out of this shit. Racism is about a group of people getting together behind closed doors to make policies that benefit people who look like them 100 years from now. That has nothing to do with beating your ass in a parking lot. Nothing. Bigots do that. It's the last time I'm saying it. If you need to draw some type of comparison to common people in racism, I'm going to let you without argument. I've said it. It's fact. It's fact before me. It's fact from people smarter than me. If you want to keep calling what regular white folks do racism, fine. But it's not.
Okay, go ahead and get in there.
Like I feel.
Wait, hold on. I think Juan, you asked to go next. Right?
I just want to, as a prime example of the difference between racism and bigotry, we can use the Emmett Till example again. The act that they had committed was malice bigotry, and the fact that they didn't get convicted for it was an example of racism.
Checkmate.
Thank you.
That's a bar. We could agree to that.
Okay,
I think we all could agree.
I think we all agree. I see what Jeff is saying, so I'm gonna. It's really no point splitting hairs. I'm saying.
I've never heard it put better.
Yeah, but I want to say this is I need to really gain some understanding on what you meant. You said that there are no hate crimes. Black men are not protected under hate crime. Is that what you said?
I did say
that is true.
Tell me what hate crime black men are protected under. I'll in the United States of America. I'll listen.
Right now, it is the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Hate Crimes Prevention Act that was made for black people in 2009.
Okay, when was this implemented ever? When has this been used? Was it used? Who was it used to protect?
Well, it's used to protect. I mean, black people still face the most hate crimes, but the thing is, though, is that like what happened in Buffalo, what happened in Florida. I mean, yeah, they ended up killing themselves, right? I mean, unaliving themselves. Yeah, deleting themselves, right? But I mean, it still was a hate crime. They would have faced
They would have. But when has it happened? That's why so when has it happened?
Are you saying when is somebody black? I mean, when has somebody
been
unalived a black person?
No, hold on, no. What I'm saying is, when has somebody been convicted due to a hate crime due on black men? When has that been? When has that happened?
Third act.
Huh?
What'd you say, Jeff?
What'd you say, Jeff?
I said to kind of add to Iz's question. Using this law you're discussing right now, could you tell us of a case where, since the law came out to include Dylan Roof, who has in fact, as a white man, to include what's his
Chauvin,
yes. Could you please tell me
the dude, what's the dude name that did my man got the young brother Trayvon Martin.
Talking about Trayvon, George
yeah.
Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman, yeah, to include any of those.
Any of
right.
them, could you please tell me the
Right.
names of the white men who, under the Byrd Act, have gone to prison for hate crimes against black people?
Okay, so let me look this up because I mean, you know, they're not gonna. I mean, we're gonna have to look through the whole database of this thing. So.
Yes,
Is
that's why I
Ahmaud
made
Arbery?
That's the point. That's the point.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
you.
No, because y'all no, because they're a police officer, right? So I mean, that's another situation,
That ain't
right?
never gonna happen, bro.
Did Ahmaud Arbery? Did they use that law against them, against those people?
No,
I
they
think
didn't
I
even
think
use
they
they.
did.
No, they didn't. They just
No,
they didn't
they
classify it
did.
as like. Hold on, one mic. They didn't classify it as a hate crime. They just convicted those dudes of deletion. They didn't classify it as a hate crime.
Exactly. I'm in Georgia, and Brunswick is where it all happened. And in this state, there is no legislation on the books. There is now because of Ahmaud Arbery, but prior to that, there was no legislation on the books where you could convict somebody for deleting a black man and you're not black, and the crime was based on bigotry. If that makes sense.
Yo, shout out to B Love. Hold on, B Love. Hey, Noah, you should watch your mouth though, Noah. Even though I know you're not talking about me, you should watch your mouth though. Shout out to B Love. What's going on, B Love? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you coming through and hanging out for a moment. She said, I love me some Candace on. I don't even know what y'all are talking about, but I saw the title anyway. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, we're talking about Candace Owens. Why? How you gonna come through and leave? But anyway, welcome. We appreciate you coming through. Noah Bell thinks y'all are grossly ignorant. To invoke the hate crime, you have to prove the intent of racism or hate. If you can't, then the perps could walk. Exactly. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, Noah, but you should stop being so offensive. Stop calling people ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Stop grossly ignorant at that. Good gracious.
Well,
how you gonna call somebody ignorant, but the person is dumb as fucking ignorant themselves?
Here's how.
Make it make sense.
Here's how. It feels so much better to be right and stank than it does to just be right. Okay? Because in a room full of us sitting around smoking weed and talking, you ain't finna call nobody grossly ignorant like that.
Of course.
But instead of just sharing what he has to say, you know what? I got laid off. That girl cheated on me. Whatever the fuck comes through his fingertips in this bullshit. Because he could have just as easily gave us that without the other part. Now, again, what really it's almost humorous to hear black people talk about laws and talk about how we have to research when apparently you're not familiar with the Dred Scott decision that has not been overturned to this date that says there are no laws on the books regarding a white man,
right,
that a black man rather, that a white man is bound to respect. That's in place.
I see you, Callie. You next.
It's in place. So this whole let's dance around what the laws are. Do you understand that you're trying to get your lawnmower to cut your fucking hair? This was not built for you. It was built by you and built on you.
Right.
It has to be destroyed.
You are the commodity. Hey, Callie Bev, go ahead and get in there. She had her hand raised. Go ahead, Callie Bev.
Okay, so from my understanding, the hate crime laws, where you get charged with the hate crime for if two things have to take place, right? You either have to be called a racial epithet or something like that during the commission of the crime, or they have to be able to prove or whatever that you were targeted because of your race. As long as those two things apply, from my understanding, then black men would fall up underneath that. I don't think there's nothing exclusionary about it saying, well, not for black people, you know what I'm saying, or not for black men.
But it's like every other thing, Callie Bev, in America. They don't have to necessarily state it and put it out in plain English for us to understand whether it applies to us or whether it doesn't apply to us, right? The mere fact that we've had such atrocities that have happened in America, time after time, and no one has ever been convicted of said crime, lets you know all that you need to know right there.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
they've been convicted of committing a crime.
No,
but
I'm
that's
talking
because
about
no. Hang on. They have been convicted of committing the crime, right? But that's because it was easier to get them charged with committing the crime than it was to try to prove that it was a hate crime. Because
That's
now
the
you
point
have to
that I'm
go
making.
into recordings and all that kind of stuff like that.
Okay,
you have to
so
go into recordings and see if was he called a racial epithet during the commission of
That's
this
what I'm saying.
crime and all that kind of stuff like that.
So what
yeah,
I'm
rather than
saying
doing
is,
all of that, I might as well just go ahead and convict you for the crime and get those years in, so you're still behind bars anyway, regardless of the fact of whether or not I want to try and prove that it was hate.
but there's a difference. That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm making. You're making my point. But what I'm saying is, you understand that if you're convicted under that hate crime, that's a tremendous amount of more years or a tremendously stiffer punishment than if you're just regularly convicted of a crime. And so that's what I mean. That's why you don't have anybody convicted of a hate crime of black men. You just don't. You just don't. So
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I see what you're saying.
What it's called? It's called manumission. What do they call it? Manumission. What's that word that Dr. Claude Anderson always used? Something manumission is basically a plausible deniability. It's basically, you know what I'm saying, the ignoring of the fact. So what, there'll be laws or whatever, or there'll be something that says, okay, in a clandestine type of way, yeah, la 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 la. But at the same time, we understand that it's not for our benefit, nor does it benefit us, nor does anybody get to implement it when it comes to us, right? We already understand that.
But the way it's being talked about is it's as if you knock an Asian dude over the head, you're going to get charged with a hate crime, and that's not the case either.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
No, that's not the case, because
didn't someone just hold on.
You're not going to get charged with a hate crime. They have to prove that that they were targeted for their race, and or you called them a racial epithet during the commission of that said crime.
But hold on. But
so if I just want to go ahead and rob an Asian dude, I'm not going to automatically get charged with a hate crime because I robbed an Asian dude.
Okay, but you are on social media.
Give us that a little bit, Cali Bev. Is that Asian dude you robbed? That Asian dude you robbed is going to come to court with a very well-paid lawyer. Lawyers are not made to show the truth. Lawyers are made, or their job is to bend reality. They bend reality in the favor of whoever paid them the most. So to argue, for me to argue whether or not an Asian is going to get, whether or not I'm going to get charged with a hate crime for just beating up on an Asian and try to measure that with my own people, I don't know that I can put any weight on that argument, because this system that we're sitting in was not designed to keep Asian people as a permanent underclass. So I get what you're saying, and that sounds great on paper, but bumblebees don't fly on paper. We don't ever win when it gets off the paper. It's great what you're saying, but in actual practical application, in the practical application of things, the court system is about money. And if you don't have any, you're not going to get it your way. That's the realest, truest shit about this. And these laws that we keep do-si-doing about are about to not mean shit, because the system itself is collapsing under its own weight, and most of the conversations Black people have are the equivalent to arranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
I got you, but hold on. I would like to disprove that. Well, hold on, real quick, Cali Bev, you were mistaken. So I like to let the record show that you were mistaken. Texas man sentenced on hate crime charges for attacking Asian family, and this was Thursday, August 4th, 2022. So I knew that I heard of that because they passed that law right before that, and then I knew that there was someone who's convicted of a hate crime against Asians in America, and that actually happened in 2022. Here's the story. If you'd like to see it, it's right here. and it actually happened. Okay?
Do y'all remember the thing? I don't know if y'all remember this. Do y'all remember the officers who was actually I don't want to misconstrue racist or bigot, who actually did something, deleted a black person, and then they got found out on the messages on Facebook. Do y'all remember that? Anybody remember that?
You talking about the girl? You talking about the girl that went in the brother's house and deleted him? The police officer?
No, it wasn't just that. It was a different situation. It was a very different situation. It wasn't just.
I don't remember that, but yeah. So there it is. So okay, so there it is. So that's not correct, Cali Bev. There actually has been in recent history a man who has been convicted of a hate crime against Asians in America. Okay, so we can no longer hide and say that that's not true.
Yeah, okay. You said it was Texas. It was a Texas dude. I'm gonna go look it up and look at the details of the case. 2022, you said? Okay.
The Justice Department, the Justice Department today announced that Jose Gomez III, 21 of Midland, Texas, was sentenced to 25 years in prison on hate crime charges for attacking an Asian family he believed was Chinese and therefore responsible for the COVID-19 pandemic. Gomez had previously pleaded guilty to 3 counts of committing a hate crime.
Yeah, that falls under the umbrella of a hate crime. What do you mean?
Hold on.
Kelly Bev is 100% right.
No, hold on. What I'm saying, fam, Ahmaud Arbery falls under the premise of a hate crime due to the bill, but they didn't get convicted of a hate crime. Daggone.
Were they calling him a nigga? Okay, during the commission of the crime.
Yes, allegedly they were.
Yes, but and they don't have those laws here in Georgia.
Again, you can't prove that. But that's number one. Number two. Daggone the dude, a Zimmerman that deleted daggone
but he
Trayvon.
But his case was self-defense. His case was self-defense, though. So that's
it wasn't self-defense, though. It wasn't self-defense.
We know in reality it wasn't self-defense, but it was never proven that he was calling him a nigga during the commission of the crime. Nor was he targeted because of his race.
He absolutely was targeted. Wait. He absolutely
what
was
I'm saying
targeted.
is they have no proof that he was targeted because of his race. Therefore, they could not charge him with no hate crime.
And listen, this is what I'm saying, Cali Bev. They never have no proof when it comes to black men. They have no proof that Emmett Till was beat, brutalized, and do that because of his race. Were those people convicted? Murder, deletion doesn't have a statute of limitations. Did those people ever spend 1 day in jail for a hate crime? No.
Not
hate crime with hating when Emmett Till was no hate crime when Emmett Till was murdered. And you can't go back for a new law and then go ahead and recharge a dead person for a hate crime.
Hold on. There was not. First of all, if in case you don't know, the woman had just died last year. That woman who falsely accused Emmett Till, may God rest his soul, just died last year. Second of all, those men that did that, they were still alive and they were not convicted of anything. Third of all, do you know the year that happened with Emmett Till? Do you understand that wasn't even 70 years ago?
Okay,
and also there's no statute of limitations on deleting someone.
No statute.
But we're not talking about murder. We're talking about hate crime.
But that's what more of a hate. Hold on, time out.
I'll be back.
Hold on, time out. What more of a hate crime could you say than what happened to Emmett Till? Are you serious? No, that wasn't
there are different charges for different things, right?
Hold on.
It doesn't say hate deletion. Okay, it says hate crime.
Cali Bev, hold on real quick. But it was worse. That's what I'm saying. Deletion is the worst crime you can commit, right? Because deletion is one of the only crimes that there's no statute of limitations on. Andrew Taylor, no, it wasn't the 40s. It absolutely was not the 40s. Yo, Citizen Lou, you trying to come back?
1955.
Yeah, my bad. I had a phone call. I wanted to say this real quick. Cali Bev was on the money with the because the real name for the
Even
Asian
the
hate
dog
crime.
disagree.
So the Asian hate bill, the real name is COVID Hate Crime Prevention Act. So that the example you gave where he blamed that Asian person for COVID and he enacted violence on them, that falls directly under that act. Right now, your point though is you're 100%. I got it. Y'all, we really saying the same thing, because what you're saying is, from my understanding, is that it doesn't get enforced enough, right? And then what Cali Bev is saying,
no, I'm saying it doesn't get enforced when it comes to black men at all. It doesn't get enforced when it comes to black men at all.
Right, and then what Cali Bev is saying is that what the problem is, they don't enforce enough because it's harder to prove a hate crime if they're not yelling racial slurs at you, or they have like a bunch of evidence that they like some neo Nazi or something like Yahtzee or something like that. You know what I mean? So we kind of saying the same thing, because you're not wrong. And when you brought up Emmett Till, you're right. They went to trial and was acquitted.
Right.
I mean, you're right, and then so. It's not that many people that actually fall under protection of the Hate Crime Act, because, like Cali Bev said, it's harder to prove, and it's better to just lock them up instead of
for the actual crime.
And you don't wait. Hold on.
So we all
hold on. Noah Bell.
Crime.
That's not Noah Bell. But there's been things that happened after that to black men that was way worse than that, and the people didn't get convicted of a hate crime. So yo, the truth of the matter is, yes, you absolutely. They never went to court for it. So if they meaning they never was charged for it, right? And went to court, right? So at the same time, they can go back. If you never was charged for something, you can go back and you can convict the people of the crime, and it would classify whatever the laws are on the books right now is what they would be charged under. It would not be the laws from when they did it. It would be the laws on the books right now when they got charged.
Bill Cosby.
Say that again.
Explain Bill Cosby. Explain Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly.
And here's
those crimes are not murder.
Yo,
no. Hold on. Time out. Let him. Hold on, y'all. One mic. Let him finish. Let him finish what he said. No, but obviously, what he's saying is that, and I'm gonna let him finish. What he's saying that the laws that they got convicted over were laws that were not enforced or not on the books when they did the alleged crime. These laws came back way later, and they came to bite them 40 years and 30 years later. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff.
Okay. Here's my only problem with love, Cali Bev. It always interests me when it comes down to the semantics of law, how black people throw on a referee jersey. These laws, regardless to whether you are right or wrong, do not apply to you and those you love, Cali Bev. That's what I'm saying. You are absolutely right. You are 100. Let's pretend you're 130% right, and we are dead ass wrong. So what? So what? Why should we be, as black people, discussing the merits of hate crime when the word picnic was brought about with your physical punishment by this system in place? There's not a law that's going to be written that is going to help you. Not one. This system is working perfectly until it fails. It was never meant for you to have any equality, ever. Not in the 60s when Dr. King fought it. Not now, not with Obama, ever. And unless you wrap your brain around the fact that you are on a sinking ship that is nothing new, every fiat currency has died. Every paper money has died. It is this empire's turn. And your focus on how they make laws is a waste of time. It is. These laws do not apply to you. Do you know why the laws don't mean much to Asians? Because they got their money right. They're the lowest group of voters and the lowest group in prison. This niggas talking about laws has always tickled me. The Dred Scott decision is not overturned. Who doesn't understand that? It says that there is no law on the books that when it comes to a black man, a white man is bound to respect. Ladies and gentlemen, as as ironclad as murder, as ironclad as red rum, as ironclad as gravity is the Dred Scott decision not overturned. What do our black asses not understand about that? I yield the floor.
Okay, so I want to say this real quick. So I mean, y'all brought up the Ahmaud Arbery, the two dudes. Well, they got life in prison. So I don't know what more they could have added. I don't know what more they could have added on to it. They got life in prison. I mean, it's
They
a
could
wrap.
have labeled it a hate crime, though. They could have labeled it
But
a hate crime so that there would have been. Hold on, you asked. Listen, they could have labeled it a hate crime, so it would have been a precedented case on the books. That's what more they could have did.
But I'm saying, but the president is they gave him 2 life sentences, and I mean the president is there. You better not chase black people in neighborhoods, unlawfully kidnapping, stuff like that, and execution.
The fact that they won't even see, that's like when you hear people say, "Well, she's not a hoe, but she really is a hoe." Like people won't call that person a hoe. That's what this is sounding like. Yo, if the person did the crime, call it what it is. If it's a hate crime, it should be announced as a hate crime.
Right.
Instead of trying to, oh well, I'm not gonna do that because I don't want people to get in their feelings. Fuck that. You chase the man down the
Nobody
street.
said that, bro.
No, but I'm not saying you said that. I'm talking about society. That's what. No, you shouldn't call it a hate crime. Yada yada yada. Yo, we watched that man run down the street, getting chased down the street, the whole 9 yards. That was a hate crime. Never got accused for it. Never even brought it up. And you know that, and it's not just. There's so many different situations that actually earned that name. It never comes out. All you hear is, "Oh, well, they racist." Call it what it is.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, for one, in the Emmett Till situation, the woman was not the one who killed him. If anything, she would be accessory.
Delete it. Respect my
I'm sorry,
platform.
I apologize. I'm just used to saying the first word. My bad. Delete it. She did not delete him. So if anything, she will be an accessory to it.
Hold on, Omega Magic, wave in the back, so I know it's you, man. I'll let you come up. All right, go ahead, man. What's up, Omega Magic? Go ahead, fam.
Yeah, she was just an accessory, so so she couldn't be charged with the actual crime. Another thing, laws are nothing but manipulation of language. You see what I'm saying? So even though they didn't consider it to be a hate crime, and they were sentenced to life sentences. That's to Cali points. To Cali point.
Sorry.
They didn't have to go further to show that it was a hate crime because they already had them on the count of murder. And a lot of lawyers and a lot of systems, they will just go for the conviction. They don't care what kind of conviction it is. They just want the conviction that's going to get them to win. So I'm not saying like they didn't deserve it. They definitely deserved it because you can't do vigilantism in Georgia. And the defense they had was it was a citizen's arrest. Well, when I did security, they told me you can't do a citizen's arrest unless you see a felony being committed. And there was no felony being committed because he was looking at a freshly built house.
Okay,
so that goes to that. That's why they was able to get them on that and not just let them get 10, 15 years for manslaughter.
I got you, but you're missing the whole point. But your statement is missing the whole point. It's really minimizing the point and minimizing our life period, right? Yo, but I looked it up and it said you can be charged at any time before the statute of limitations, if any, for the crime expires. So what that means is that from what I see, and maybe it changes from state to state. I will be fair and say that's possible. What's up, my man? Ron Mack is in the building. Maybe it changes from state to state. Ron Mack? What's good? But I will say this: it says that at any time you can be convicted of a crime. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the laws are at the time that you are convicted is the laws that you'll be convicted under. But let me say this. The point that I'm making is that, without them naming it a hate crime, it devalues the life of black men. And that's the point that we're making. They never call it a hate crime, no matter what it is, when it comes to a black man, because the whole point is, like Uncle Jeff says, and like my man Dr. Claude Anderson has pointed out, this system is built on our backs. We are the labor. We are the labor system. We are the people that built it. It was built off our backs. It was built on us. So we are not considered as valuable as the next person. The system does not consider us as valuable as the next person. So we have to identify that. We have to realize that, and we have to understand that. And the system has to be changed in order for things to change. So
I would agree if they didn't give him 2 life sentences. Like any other day, I would see. I see what you're saying, but I mean, they definitely laid the hammer.
So if they gave him all that time, so let me ask you this, Lou, and real quick, let me ask you this, Lou. If they gave him all that time, why wouldn't they put hate crime on it? What would be the reason why they wouldn't put hate crime?
Because like what Kelly Bev was saying, it's harder to prove a hate crime because you got to say, like, if they had. I agree with you. I think it was a hate crime, but it is. That's
the point. No, but it's not. But they gave him all that time because
the way you're putting it.
Hold on.
But the way you're putting it is if, like, you're saying we're devalued, but
hold on.
The district attorney put the book on their head.
But the book on their head without the title of hate crime doesn't mean as much. That's why they have a bill called. That's why they have a law called
they never get out of jail. They never get out of jail.
Look, think about this, and I really want you to think about this.
You're missing the point.
Kobe Bryant, just a quick example. Kobe Bryant, or whatever his situation was going, he went to court. He was found innocent. Even after his own death, they literally brought up that charge.
Bro, what does it have to do with hate crimes?
He's talking about the label that they put on you, and the stigmatism behind the label is what he's talking about.
Every time,
are we talking about like a random person on TikTok that was in their life, or even a random person that's in their life?
A random person. Every time a black man is accused of something, what do they do? What's the first thing they do?
They make him out to be the perpetrator some type of way. Some type of way that man was the perpetrator. He did something to deserve whatever he got.
Okay.
Even if if he wasn't convicted of a crime, they still put that label on him like he was.
Exactly.
Like he actually did.
That is society. That is society. That is not. That's what Calabell said. That is society calling that person. Like, if those 2 guys that are in jail right now, people in society consider they committed a hate crime.
It's the system, but the point is, it's the system, and whatever the system puts on people, the masses generally follow what the system says. That's the point.
Look at the John Major situation. Even look at the John Major situation right now.
Point. To Truckier's example, he used the example of Kobe Bryant going to court, and then they calling him something after he was the charges were dismissed.
Because he was charged with that charge, is what Chuck Riel is saying. He was charged with rape.
Right. And he was, but the charges were dismissed, and then society used that label over him.
Because the system put that label on him. You missed the point.
The system did not.
No,
they did not.
Yes, hold on. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong, Juan.
I'm not wrong, bro.
Yo, hold on, fam. You are absolutely wrong.
I am not.
Hold on, let me finish. The system put the label on him as a rapist, and they charged him.
No, they did not.
Hold on, stop it. Yes, they did, because they charged him as that. That's what I'm saying. They're not charging. Hold on.
Charge and conviction are 2 different things.
That's the point. You're missing it. That's the point. You're arguing a moot point, and it's really ridiculous. Hold on. It's gonna be a little while, Uncle Jeff. Hold on for a second, because 2 other people came in. Okay. This is the point. They do not label, even if they gave those 2 white men 100 years. They didn't charge them with a hate crime, because guess what? If you charge them with a hate crime, it would make a difference in the perception of the people. The same way that they do not humanize black men in most movies, because it will make a change in the perception of the masses. This is what we're saying. It's about the label that the system puts on the people that makes a difference in the perception of the minds of the people.
Right, and also they brought up the case. They brought up his case after he passed, and that wasn't just on no TikTok, no social media, no. It was on TV,
which is social media. Look,
is the system.
I get my rebuttal. This is my rebuttal. Again, he brought up the point that Kobe Bryant was being labeled that after the case had been dismissed. That is a societal decision. That was not a jurisdictional system. I mean,
charge was judicial.
But because of the system, that's what he's saying, man.
Can I finish?
Okay.
This is the thing I'm saying. It's the same thing with them being charged for murder and black people considering that a hate crime. Just because it didn't fall under the Hate Crime Act does not mean that it was not a hate crime. The same way that he's brought up the fact that Kobe Bryant was charged for something, but he was not convicted of it. Therefore, the court cannot make him be labeled that.
Yo,
but the society.
Hold on, stop, bro. What are you talking about? Why don't you understand? Yo, bro.
Let me know,
Hold on. I got you, Uncle Jeff. I don't understand. I'm gonna let you get in there. I gotta let the brother get in there too. Omega Magic. He just came in. So what? And then I'll let you get it, Uncle Jeff. I just don't understand. How come you don't understand if you was charged with rape and then you was not convicted, that the fact that you was charged with rape is going to follow you the rest of your life, no matter if you was convicted or not. The same way that if you're charged with a hate crime, the fact that you're charged with a hate crime, whether you're convicted or not, will follow you the rest of your life, and it will change in the perception of the people, the public's perception. And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Omega Magic, and then I'm gonna let Uncle Jeff get in there, and then I'm gonna open it up real quick because I gotta get ready. Go ahead.
Okay, a prime example to piggyback off of what he's saying. Look at anybody that has ever been accused or being a P word.
Exactly.
Right? You know, even if that P word was found to be not guilty, he could go on Steve Wilkos, pass his test, do everything in the world to fight to prove his innocence that he did not do it. Guess what? The stigma will always be on him. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like some crimes in this country is like a skunk effect. You know, like once it hits you, no matter what you do to try to disprove yourself, you're gonna be found. You're still based upon you're still gonna be people are still going to be iffy about you because of that skunk stench that was been bestowed upon you. You know what I'm saying? Now,
that's a good point. Go ahead, family. Did you have something else?
Even by me, because I'm a father too. But yeah.
But that's a good point. Go ahead. Okay, shout out to you. That's a good point. Yo, Uncle Jeff, go ahead. What did you want to say, brother?
To Brother Juan, you're right. You're right. There is a court of law and a court of public opinion. The problem in your reasoning is that you can't make it to guilty in the court of opinion without even being accused in a court of law. So while you are absolutely right that it's a social decision, there are hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of perpetrators who do not face the court of a public opinion because they don't face a court of law. So to separate it that way is where you get the pushback from. Now, what I really don't understand again is this dancing around of semantics as if you haven't seen the movie 13th. Has everybody here seen that movie?
Oh, we've seen it.
Okay,
no, I didn't see it.
I haven't.
I haven't seen it.
No, I actually read the book.
Okay.
I have narcolepsy, so yeah, I have
We're getting stuck in the mud. This is I don't understand this panel. If you understand that there were laws made against you standing in the sun, there were laws made against you reading in the same system that in many places have not overturned those laws, then how do you find the brain space to argue the merits of a hate crime?
No, I'm not.
Perfectly. When Kobe Bryant got accused of what he was supposed to have done with that girl, when Kobe Bryant's real crimes were two: infidelity and arrogance. He was arrogant. He wasn't nice to that girl after he did what he did with her, not to her, with her. He was not nice. He was the cool Kobe we know. On the way out, send me some towels back up. And no, I'm not signing that for your cousin. That's who Kobe was, and that's why he stood trial. That's why.
I mean, you using the Kobe argument is kind of odd. I mean, because like
pick somebody.
He didn't lose.
Michael Jackson.
He signed a contract with the Lakers after that.
O.J. Simpson.
He didn't
Chris
lose
Brown. Wait, hold on. You're mistaken. You're a young boy. You're younger than us. Yes, he did lose.
No, I was there.
Wait, Kobe Bryant lost a lot at first. When that allegations first came out. What do you mean? He did later get the contract and get some stuff, but a lot of his endorsements left him alone after he got accused of that. What are you talking about, bro? Kobe Bryant was the first person to face that kind of scrutiny.
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say he bound. My bad. That's not what I meant to say. But what you were saying though, Jeff. I mean, I'm not. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess we're just going to disagree on this because
I don't understand what we're disagreeing about.
No, because that's what I'm saying. I agree with you on the 13th on the system. How all that prison lay. I 300% agree with you. I was just saying. Hell, them niggas in jail. I mean, they serving life.
Exactly.
I'm
and that's the problem, brother.
No. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait.
Bars is good enough for you.
No, I'm talking about
bars is good enough for you. For me,
I'm talking about them two white boys that killed.
I'm talking about.
My bad. Sorry. Unalived. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the same white boys you're talking about.
Let him finish, Uncle Jeff. Though.
Yeah, I promise I'm gonna finish. I'm not gonna hold the mic too long. All I'm saying is that's only my point of contention with is that. I would agree if they did not get severe punishment. I'm with you on everything else, right? Like, it's not enforced enough. They're not trying hard enough to enforce hate crime acts. You see what I'm saying? But in this situation with Ahmaud Arbery, I just disagree. That's all I'm saying.
Here's where we part company. I don't think it's here's what should happen in my opinion. When something happens to us outside of our race. If we were really together when them white boys went to prison, the leaders of the gang in that prison would be given, look here, we're gonna put $50,000 on whoever's commissary. Whoever take care of this white boy in there ain't gonna never have to worry about honey buns.
We got you on that, Uncle Jeff.
And that come from us. We should have called for the extermination of Derek Chauvin as a people. I wrote a letter.
But he did. They got at him real crazy. They got at him real crazy. You didn't hear about
he's doing 15 years.
But no, we're not talking about I'm not talking about. Hold on. I'm not talking about the jail time. I'm talking about somebody shanked him all the way up in there.
Oh, I remember that.
They was trying to get him up out of there for real.
It was a white dude that shanked him, wasn't it? It wasn't nobody black.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's talking about the legal system should have got him, not like the people in jail.
No, he's not. Hold on.
No, that's not what Jeff is saying.
That's not what Jeff is talking about. Hold on. They definitely.
I was trying to talk about what I was talking about.
Yeah, hold on.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry to speak out for you. I ain't your dad.
No, wait. Free kills.
I got you. I was just trying to. My point is this: is that to kill one of us in public and it's okay, and we don't take care of that is the problem. Trayvon's daddy is who did us the biggest disservice. He allows a man to walk around and kill his son, that exterminated his son. No, delete is what I do with a computer.
I got you. I got you. But I got you, but we can't. I got you.
Eradicate, exterminate.
Okay,
somebody exterminated his son. There's proof of it, and he know where that dude stay. The Florida gangsters did us the disservice because nobody said, here's a bag full of $100 bills. It belongs to who brings me his head.
I got you, Uncle Jeff, but
that's the problem. And that problem, I'll say this and I'll land the plane. That problem has to do with the fact that we don't love each other enough yet.
But if we loved each other, Jeff, we wouldn't have to pay somebody to do it. That we just did it.
I think you missed the word. I think you missed my modifier. I said enough.
Enough.
Oh, I would. I got you.
Hold on, let me speak to the people. What's up, Gaia? What's going on, Gaia? Shout out to my man Stanley D. Rock the Block. He had to go. Shout out to Jeff Short. It was 1955. Shout out to you. Shout out to Yvette Marie. What's up, sis? What's up, Silk the Shocker? If you got home court advantage, do the referees play to the opponent advantage? Nope. Shout out to Andrew Taylor. Yep. Shout out to my man Stan Autry in the building. What's up, and Stan Autry? Shout out to John Hall. What's going on? Greetings, everyone. Here be recommendation from the Angry Man. Shout out to the Angry Man, and shout out to you, John Hall. Welcome. I hope that you find the conversation intellectually stimulating and thought-provoking. All right, my man Stan Autry. Jay Jermaine said it cost Kobe at least 2 MVPs. Colorado. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All right, Lou, man, appreciate you coming through, Lou. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through and chopping it up with us. Yo, I gotta get ready to go too. Gotta pick up my son. Let me wait, hold on. I'm gonna give y'all like 2 minutes apiece to say what y'all want to say to get in there. D-Rock, you the block, you there? All right, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to say what y'all gotta say. Starting with my man Ron Mack. Go ahead, Ron Mack.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. For one, I don't know who Ratchet City is. Talking about free Kels. I don't know what Kels they talking about, but no, we're not doing that. But fellas, I think y'all pretty much saying kind of like the same thing. I just don't think they all everybody's able to kind of relay that message the exact same. No, we not freeing R. Kelly, Ratchet City. No, that's crazy talk.
What?
That's all I gotta say. No, that's crazy talk. Chill. All right. What say you? What say you, Omega Magic? What's good, man? What say you? Got 2 minutes, family.
Man, I agree. Don't free R. Kelly, okay? You know, we got enough problems in the black community that are free that we got to deal with. We don't need an extra one, okay? I get it. He made a TP3 Reloaded, but hell, that ain't enough to free him. So, I don't know, man. Damn, I came in late. I wish I could be here earlier because that way I could really discuss Candace Owens. If you don't mind, if you don't mind me asking, can I continue this conversation on my channel just to talk, just because I really want to be in this conversation?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a monopoly on the conversation. Yeah, you could use, as long as you don't try to distort, as long as you don't distort or rearrange anything that I've said or anything that anybody on my panel said. Yeah, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. Go ahead, fam. I may do a part 2 tomorrow because this is a dope discussion and we didn't get to get as much into Candace. I was like, but yes, you can, Omega, no problem, man. Shout out to you.
I'll link it in the private chat, my channel, and I'll probably set up a stream, and hopefully you guys will come and I'm gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, are you subbed? Okay. Are you subbed here, man? Make sure you sub.
I am now. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, make sure you sub in and man, yeah, go ahead and add me. I got a few things to do with my son, but if as soon as I can, I'll definitely chime in or whatever. Okay. And if I can't, I'll still show you support. Yo, y'all put my man Omega Magic's stream, his channel in the chat. Check him out. All right, what say you? What say you, Little Roy? You got 2 minutes on the mic. What say you, brother?
Okay. What I say, I'm gonna revert back to what I was talking about militarily. If people start looking up the statistics and see, because black folks always talking about black folk being frontline soldiers, that's not remotely true. If you look at the statistics and look at the soldiers that are infantry, that are getting all that good war training and everything, it ain't black Americans, okay? It's not. And I can say that based on my experience being infantry. I can remember damn near every person that I was stationed with that was black, last name, and what they look like. And it wasn't a whole lot of bunch of folk either. So they come to 11 Bravo, 12 Bravo, all that, 12 series.
I think you remember all the soldiers from 1920? Damn.
No, wait, hold on.
I remember all of them from 1920. We got jokes.
Hold on, let him finish.
Yeah. I mean, hell.
The ones the bestie are from doggone February 1987. We clicked, and my firstborn son, I named him after him. Wow. Dig that. Dig
Shout out
that.
to you. All right.
See, so when it comes to, and I'm gonna land the plane right here. Whop up. It comes to the United States military infantry. You are not gonna see a whole lot of blacks. You're gonna see blacks in the computer fields and quartermaster and everything else other than ground pounding out there in them doggone woods, front line doing anything. That's the Army of today and the Marines of today. No blacks doubt. Are in specialty positions.
I got you, man. Hey,
not that Rambo shit.
Hey, it's over 2 minutes, brother. I appreciate
I'm
you.
sorry.
I appreciate you talking. Thank you. I gotta give somebody else the mic. Hey, shout out to my man Juan. What's up with you, Juan Solo? What's in 2 minutes? What'd you like to say, brother?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate you, allowing me to come up here on your panel like you always do, bro. You know I rock with you, bro.
Always, same here.
Most def. My whole thing is this: every country out here has people that are oppressed by their government. I'm not trying to diminish the plight that Black Americans have here in America. I'm just saying it on a global scale. There's a lot of places that are under oppression, even to this day. In China, right now, they're a slave. They call them Uyghurs. That's not a bad word. That's an actual people, and they are in slave camps right now in China. So it is always going to be oppression. When it comes back to the Candace Owens thing, if you have a problem with what she said without doing any type of research or looking into it, then that's something that you have to deal with yourself. Even if I don't agree with, like we've had conversations on here, I didn't agree with everything. I can go back and look at it, and if what y'all said was true, then I can admit that I was wrong about that. Just like when you corrected me about the George Bush situation. I think the problem is when it comes to discussions of politics and things like that, people have a need to feel like they're right without actually coming to the table to actually have a conversation to gain understanding of why people say that or why they say things. So all I say to the guys on the panel and anybody listening, man, just keep doing your research, have these discussions, but try to keep as much of your emotions. I know it's difficult because I have a problem with it too. Try to keep most of your emotions out of the conversation and try to gain understanding. And appreciate you again, Is.
Hey, fair. Appreciate you too, Juan. Hey, what say you, D-Rock? You there? Yo, my man Trucker, yeah. What say you, brother? What say you, my good brother Trucker? Yeah. 2 minutes, brother.
I'm here. Damn, man. Hopefully it's a part 2. Omega, I will be checking out your joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow, if not later today, but it'll probably be tomorrow.
Yeah, it really is a good conversation, though. Glad to hear iron sharpen irons.
All right, I'll make it a 1.5. How about that? Then you do part 2. I'm just playing.
Nah, you good. Yeah, I'm gonna drop everybody else down. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through, Leonard. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through, my man, Ron Mack, Trucker. So yeah, we definitely will. I appreciate you, Trucker. Salute, brother. I'm gonna holler at you later. Uncle Jeff, go ahead. 2 minutes, brother. My good brother, Uncle Jeff. 2 minutes, brother.
Thank you, man. And I'm gonna put it all in here. Okay. To my man Juan's quote, I'm not trying to diminish the Black American plight. Well, whenever you bring up, did I just drop out?
No, you're good.
No. Okay. Whenever you bring up the plight of anyone else, that's exactly what you're doing. Because when Armenians have an issue, they don't bring up everybody else. When the Koreans, or the Japanese, or insert your group of people who got their feces collected here has a problem, they don't bring up other people's problems. The only people who bring up everybody is us and the people who plan not to do a goddamn thing for us. We have particular specific issues that are not to be compared to any other human being, because in the recorded history of human beings, nothing like this has ever happened to anyone, and I don't give a fiddler's fuck if it has. When it comes to Black people in this country, let's understand with conversation that it is possible to be passionate and objective. That's why I come here, because we're passionate and objective. I don't come here to just chit chat and make it nice and easy and soft. Who the fuck wants that? That's boring. We was at each other's throats a couple of weeks ago. You know I love you, but that pink hat is some bullshit. Now
it's fly.
I'll say this, and I will land the plane. That unless and until you wrap your brain around the fact that you're making arguments that were wonderful in 1988, that right now we are in an existential global crisis, and you are going to need the people who look like you, that get down like you, because that's the only way you're going to survive. And I know it sounds a fatalist, and well, I guess it's because I'm watching the goddamn news. Maybe it's because I'm paying attention to some shit. But we have got to stop arguing the semantics of laws that were made to oppress us.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Uncle Jeff. Salute to you, man. You know I love you too. Much love. I'm going to holler at you later, Uncle Jeff. Dope discussion, man. Peace, peace. Yo, shout out to my man, I.B. Water. It's his birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yo, shout out to my homie, I.B. Wody. I don't know what they were singing about that all the look stuff, but yo, shout out to my man, I.B. Wody. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday, brother. A wonderful, wonderful birthday. I wish you would have given us more notice, man. We appreciate you. We rock with you, man. And we really, really appreciate you spending the time with us. Salute to you. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday and many, many more happy, healthy, prosperous days and years, man. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, thank you to everybody who contributed to the show, man. My man done dropped some bread on us on his birthday, man. That's a real one right there. We've had other people like Yvette Marie do the same thing. Apple and Jay do the same thing. So I appreciate y'all, man. That's love right there. Thank y'all for blessing me on your day, man. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I pray that God multiply your seed times 1,000 back to you. You know what I'm saying? And many, many more. Shout out to my man, Jay Jermaine. Shout out to my man, JD1975, that helped us open up the panel. Shout out to Jay Stevens, to James Moore, to my man, Abby Wardy, to KP, to Apple and Jay, to Stanley D. Rock the Block, and JD1975. Thank you. Yo, shout out to Scrap Skrilla the Rilla for becoming the new member. Stan Mansa, James Moore, and Monk Luigi, man. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to everybody that hit the panel today. Man, I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to not say your name. So let me say a thank you to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the dope discussion. And hopefully y'all could join us tomorrow, man. Go check out my man Omega Magic. He's gonna do a part 1.5, and I'm gonna do the part 2 tomorrow, God willing. Love. Y'all be easy, and y'all have a great day. I'm out, man. Hopefully we'll do this conversation for a part 2, a dope part 2 tomorrow, and it will be a panel show from the beginning. I'm gonna say my little words, and we'll open it up from the beginning, man. Peace, love, and y'all be easy, man. Salute.
Yo, I'm out, cuz. These conditions are weighing heavy on my mind, man. I need a break from it. Got my bags packed, got my itinerary, I'm gone. I finally had a good dream till shots woke me out of my sleep. In case you're wondering exactly what provoked me to leave, that was the last straw, cause I ain't sleep well for years. Paranoid, heat hell for years. So I gotta move on from this poverty-stricken maze. Rats in the cage, killed for cheese that's strategically placed. Crack holes with dope fiends, keep polluting their veins. And my mind is telling me that I'm a part of the blame. How can I proudly wear a chain with shame attached to it? No, I can't take it off, I'm attached to it like the girl's pain. I'm like, when did I get that foolish? That question crossed my mind as I watched the ass moving for a piece of change. Till it's back to the block, my Glock rattling shook niggas, I crack them apart. I took vengeance till it blackened my heart. Knowing vengeance is yours, Lord, so please take me out of the dark. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. I seen kids clip while on a little trip to the store. Who would think a trip for eggs would be a trip to the mall? Crawl on memorials are covering the bricks on the wall. This is common when you're living with conditions of poor. With poor liquor, let it spill on the floor. The more niggas we lost, I'm gone, niggas. You're never gonna see me no more. I love you dearly, but the hood is like a lost effort. Nobody cared before, drastic got your goal measures. So I'm leaving forever to find a life a little more better than yours. I can't stick around to witness how far that we fall. I stood on corner, spring, summer, and fall. Winter position in the semi, of course. Any liqueur send me. I'm on a quest for more millies in my repertoire. Forgive me, but I gotta take off. I'm sick and I go on from niggas to gods. Really the hood's in me, but baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, forget my vent, can't abandon my home. Though I'm impatient with our situation, I won't leave you standing alone. Stand on my shoulders if you need me, I could carry the globe. Overdoses in the hood, fiends slamming they arms. Some of us made it out the hood, good at slamming the ball. Others stand in front of cams and perform for all y'all who chose abandoning laws to make it. I wore the same shoes on the corner slinging the day shift. So I'm back, needed a vacation from the monotony of poverty blocks I hated. So I'm riding for my G's who play the bench on the daily spit flames until the yellow tape layers the fence. When the boys come, we don't run, we wait for them and say it's the fence. Till we're finally arraigned and we're pinched, hanged and lynched with razor blades marking down the days on the wall. But if the bell comes, baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air.